Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we now have the ability to get legendary troops using epic troop tokens. This is something that we've been asking for a very long time, really since legendary troops came out, and that day is finally here. The odds of pulling a legendary troop are not the best, not gonna lie. We're gonna go through all of that information and some of the details in the legendary troops for epic troop tokens, but before we get started, if you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. So the odds of the epic troop token before this were 90% for a rare troop and 10% for an epic troop. You will now have a 0.2% chance to pull a legendary troop and 10% for epic, and then it went to 89.8 for rare. So the odds of pulling a legendary troop are not great, and it's only going to be a specific troop every day. So if we take a look at today's featured troop, it's the Royal Sorcerer for nature, so the Sorcerer primary and Monk secondary one. And as you can see, it's going to refresh in 17 hours and 3 minutes, which is the normal time that things change over in the game. At this point right now in the game, I believe that there are 60 total different types of legendary troops, because there were, believe it or not, 50 total ones before the new ones started coming out. That includes all of the different variations with the, say, Sorcerer primary and Monk secondary, or Monk primary and Sorcerer secondary. So those two different types of troops times the 5 colors would be 10 troops, and then there's 5 different variations of combinations of those in the original set. So the 5 variations times the 10 different types of troops that we just talked about would be 50 total troops. And then I believe that they've been coming out in groups of 5 recently with the new ones that have been coming out, and I believe that we've had 2 sets of troops come out, so it should be 60 total at this point right now. So considering that, you may have to wait if there's a very specific one that you're looking for. For me, I already have a full set of legendary troops, and what I mean by full set is I have 25 legendary troops with at least one of the different variations of each of the class combinations and the colors. So for example, the Sorcerer and Monk, or Monk and Sorcerer, I have one of those for each color. And then I've got the same thing for Paladin and Rogue, for Fighter and Cleric, for Wizard and Ranger, and then Barbarian and Druid as well for each color. I have duplicates of a couple of them. I don't have a duplicate of this one right here with Sorcerer and Monk, so we are actually going to do a epic troop token pull of sorts of the 75 epic troop tokens that I have right now to see if we can get lucky and get one of these legendary troops. But this is probably something worth waiting for and saving up your epic troop tokens for a specific day, for when a very specific legendary troop that you're trying to get is going to come out. Again, the odds are not great, but you can't win if you don't play. And if you do get a legendary troop and it's not one that you really want, then you would have been better off saving them for a day that you could have got one that you did want. There are certainly a couple other legendary troops that I would rather have duplicates of, but for the purpose of this video and seeing if it's worth it to use these epic troop tokens, I am indeed going to use all 75 of these to see if we can get lucky and pull this Sorcerer Monk nature legendary troop, as we start off with a couple rare troops. And this is also going to give me feeders so that I can level up some of the other troops that I'm working on, which is good. But I have been saving these up because I heard that the legendary troops were going to be coming out. I had around like 250 of them or so when the Ninja, Magic, and the Styx troops were able to be pulled in the Epic Troop Portal, and I ended up using all of them to see if I could get at least one of each color of all of them, as we get a Nature Ninja troop. I'm still looking for a Nature, Magic, or Styx troop. That's the only one that I don't have one of the 20% mana ones for. So maybe we can at least get lucky and pull one of them. I know a lot of people have several hundred of these epic troop tokens saved up, as we get 2 epic ones back to back. Again, I don't need them, but they will definitely be good for experience for some of the other troops that I'm leveling up. As we do get a Nature Cyclops one. All right, So that is the last of the potential for 20% mana ones that I didn't already have. And I don't use the 20% mana ones on a regular basis, definitely not in war. I have legendary troops for every class combination like we just talked about, and I definitely would not use one of the sticks or magic troops over that in a war, but I'm hoping that one day Empires and Puzzles is going to make it so that epic troops can be used in epic level challenge quests, alliance quests, and also raid tournaments. Because right now, there's kind of not really a spot for epic troops to be able to use effectively compared to some of the other troops. We are 30 epic troop tokens in, or rather 30 epic troop tokens in, and we have not pulled a legendary yet. Again, not expecting to. There's only a 0.2% chance, so realistically, you'd have to, I think, use 500 epic troop tokens in order for the math to work out for 0.2%. So don't expect to get one, but again, I like to say you can't win if you don't play, and you're definitely not going to get a legendary troop if you don't use one, as we do get a epic wizard red troop. Really just want as many epic troops as we can, that way I can get more experience for the other troops that I'm leveling. $45 epic troop tokens in. We have 30 left. A little bit of a string of 3 stars here. Trying to go through these quick for you. I know a lot of people like to watch these poll openings to see how other people's odds are and if it's worth pulling for certain types of events and stuff like that. Obviously, there's not really much else that you can use these epic troop tokens for other than saving them for a day that a more desired legendary troop is available. Got 17 epic troop tokens left. Get excited every time I see the green background, and of course not a legendary troop, unfortunately. Definitely glad that I got the Nature Sticks troop, though. One day when I have an excess of food, I will level all of those up. But today is not that day. We get a Holy Ninja troop, a Purple Wizard troop, 3 more epic troop tokens left. We got a Nature Mana troop. And our last one is going to be a Nature 3-star. So that's going to be it for my 75 epic troop token pulls in this video. I don't believe at this point right now that there's any type of schedule of any type of rotation for these epic troop, or rather legendary troops, that are going to be coming out every single day, because it is, like I said, going to refresh every single day, it looks like, with one different troop every day. I was hoping that it was going to be more of an availability, maybe even like the legendary troop where you got to pick 5, or maybe even just pick 1, honestly. That definitely would have been nice. It's not ideal that it's only one specific one every single day, but it's better than nothing, and definitely an opportunity to save up those epic troop tokens for when there is a legendary troop that you definitely want. Let me know how your epic troop token pulls went, and if you were able to get lucky with a legendary troop. But that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful, and if you did, hit that like button, make sure you sub to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.